Crypto Daybook Americas. Massive sell-off doesn't stop Bitcoin institutional adoption. Your day ahead. Look for January 14, 2025 by Omkar Godbole. Francisco Rodrigues, edited by Aoyon. Ashraf, January 14, 2025, 11:55 a.m. UTC. By Omkar Godbole, all times ET unless indicated otherwise. I don't understand how can anyone think BTC is not a bargain at these prices. Andre Dragosch, head of research, Europe at Bitwise, said on X Monday as BTC's price dipped below $90,000. Powered by 00:17/13:311046.3K12 why Bitcoin's price could hit $200,000 despite recent losses. STLP0 Phil. Hashtag FF3E5F. .ST1 Phil. Hashtag FF.ST2 Phil. Hashtag FF3E5F. Shared ALSX. 1. Isolation. Isolate. .CLSX. 2. Phil. Hashtag FF3E5F. .CLSX. 3. Phil. Hashtag FFF. NextStayWhile. Comment may appear overly optimistic to macro bears. It is not without justification. Even as the DXY, Treasury yields and Fed rate expectations look to destabilize risk assets, corporate and institutional demand for BTC continues to strengthen. Intesa Sanpaolo, Italy's largest bank by market capitalization, has reportedly purchased BTC, snapping up 11 BTC for $1 million. That could accelerate crypto adoption in the European Union's third largest economy, which already has 1.4 million citizens holding cryptocurrencies. If that's not enough, corporate treasury purchases of BTC have already reached 5,774 BTC in the first 2 weeks of January. Outpacing the supply of new BTC.To Dragosch's credit, BTC has bounced to over $96,000, hinting at an end of the price weakness that began a month ago at record highs above $108,000. As usual, that has brought cheer to all corners of the crypto market, with AI, gaming and meme subsectors leading the charge. The recovery, supported by ongoing institutional adoption and rumors of President-elect Donald Trump planning to issue an executive order addressing crypto accounting SEC rules on day one, suggests that bears may find it difficult to assert their influence. Prices may move into six figures if Tuesday's U.S. Producer Price Index points to softer inflation in the pipeline, weakening the hawkish Fed narrative. Note that the dollar index's rally has already stalled amid reports that Trump's tariffs will be gradual and smaller than initially feared. What to watch? CryptoJan. 14. 8 p.m. Deegan, mainnet upgrades to ArboS 32. January 15th. Deegan liquidity mining airdrop. Snapshots will be taken until the end of January 14th, UTC. January 15th. Mintlayer version 1.0.0 release. The mainnet upgrade introduces atomic swaps, enabling native BTC cross-chain swaps.MacroJan. 14. 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, releases December 2024's PPI data.PPI MoM Est 0.3% versus previous 0.4%. Core PPI MoM Est 0.3% versus previous 0.2%. Core PPI YoY Est 3.7% versus previous 3.4%. PPI YoY Est 3.4% versus previous 3%. January 14th, 8:55 a.m. U.S. Redbook YoY for the week ended on January 11th. Previous 6.8%. January 15th, 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, releases December 2024's Consumer Price Index summary. Core Inflation Rate MoM Est 0.2% versus previous 0.3%. Core Inflation Rate YoY Est 3.3% versus previous 3.3%. Inflation Rate MoM Est 0.3% versus previous 0.3%. Inflation Rate YoY Est 2.8% versus previous 2.7%. January 16th, 2 a.m. The UK's Office for National Statistics November 2024's GDP estimate. GDP MoM Est 0.2% versus previous 0.1%. GDP YoY previous 1.3%. January 16th, 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Department of Labor releases the Unemployment Insurance Weekly Claims Report for the week ending on January 11th. Initial Jobless Claims Estate 214K versus previous 201K. January 17, 5 a.m. Eurostat releases December 2024's Eurozone inflation data. Inflation rate MoM final estate 0.4% versus previous 0.3%. Core inflation rate YoY final estate 2.7% versus previous 2.7%. Inflation rate YoY final estate 2.4% versus previous 2.2%. Token Events Governance Votes and Calls Compound DAO is discussing the creation of a new unit responsible for managing APR incentive campaigns to attract large conservative investors. Maple Finance DAO is discussing using 20% of the fee revenue the protocol will generate in Q1 to buy back Syrup tokens and distributed them to Syrup stackers. Unlocks.Jan 14, Arbitrum, ARB, to unlock 0.93% of its circulating supply, worth $70.65 million. January 15, Connex, SONX, to unlock 376% of its circulating supply, worth $84.50 million. January 18, Ondo ONDO, to unlock 134% of its circulating supply, worth $2.19 billion. Token launches. No major token launches scheduled today. January 15, Derive, DRV, will launch, with 5% of supply going to Senna stackers. January 16, Solier Layer, to host token sale followed by 5 months of points farming. January 17, Solve Protocol, SOLV, to be listed on Binance. Conferences. Day 9 of 14, Starknet, and Ethereum Layer 2, is holding its Winter Hackathon, online. Day 2 of 12, Swiss Web 3 Fest Winter Edition 2025, Zug, Zurich, St. Moritz, Davos, January 17th, Unchained. Blockchain Business Forum 2025, Los Angeles, January 18th. Bitcoin Day, Naples, Florida, January 20 to 24. World Economic Forum Annual Meeting, Davos Clusters, Switzerland, January 21st. Frankfurt Tokenization Conference 2025 Jan 25 to 26. Katstanbul 2025, Istanbul. The first community conference for Jupiter, a decentralized exchange, DEX, aggregator built on Solana. Jan 30 to 31. Plan B Forum, San Salvador, El Salvador, February 3rd. Digital Assets Forum, London, February 18 to 20. Consensus Hong Kong Token Talk by Francisco Rodrigues. Hollow World AI has announced the start of Agent Market, a Solana-based token launchpad allowing users to create, trade, and interact with on-chain AI agents and their tokens without coding skills. The marketplace has integration with multiple social channels including X, allowing for agents to be deployed on these channels after launch. Despite enduring a steep correction, AI tokens have outperformed every other basket class within the cryptocurrency space so far this year, owing their returns to a significant surge seen in the first week of the year. Data's basket performance shows that year-to-date, AI tokens are up 2.5%, while the second-best performing class, exchange tokens, is up less than 0.5%. On the other end of the spectrum, real-world asset, RWA, tokens are down more than 14%, significantly underperforming memecoins, which dropped roughly 10% in this month's correction. Usual Protocol, the popular decentralized finance protocol that came under fire last week over an unexpected change in its redemption mechanism, has activated its revenue switch for USUALX holders. Solana-based token launchpad Pump.Fun has moved 122,620 SOL worth over $21 million to Kraken, bringing their total deposited funds to 1.785 million SOL worth $362 million. On-chain Lens revealed. The FTX estate has executed its monthly SOL redemption transfer, unstaking 182,421 SOL and moving the funds to 20 different addresses. Since November, FTX has redeemed over $500 million in SOL, and it still holds $1.18 billion in its staking address. Derivatives positioning large cap tokens, excluding XLM, XRP, and HYPE, have seen a decline in perpetual futures open interest in the past 24 hours. Front-end BTC and ETH options risk reversals show neutral sentiment despite the price recovery. Near-dated and long-term options show a bias for calls. Block flows featured large purchase of calls at $95,000 and $98,000 expiring in the next 2 weeks and an ETH bull call spread, involving March 28 expiry calls at $5,500 and $6,500.